I can't tell you guys how excited I am to finally play Chicken Wiggle, only it won't be on the Nintendo Switch despite kickstarting that project over 5 years ago in 2018. Instead, we'll have to settle for the 3DS version, which is now on sale on an eShop that's about to close down in less than a month. So let's finally check out this game, see if it's any good, and talk about the Kickstarter campaign that may never pan out.
From the incredibly talented team over at Atui, who are responsible for games like Mutant Mudds and Zeo Drifter, which were incredibly well received, Hatch Tales, or in this case Chicken Wiggle, follows Hatch the chicken and his friend Wiggle the worm, who apparently sits in his backpack, as they travel around on a side-scrolling adventure to collect their chicken friends from a witch who apparently kidnapped all of them. And with a 7 out of 10 rating from Nintendo Life and a 73% Metacritic rating, it's pretty easy to say that this game was also incredibly well received by the public. So incredibly well received, in fact, that it was kickstarted on April 5th, 2018 for a release on the Nintendo Switch. At the time, I must have been flush with cash because I threw $10 their way and hoped for the best. Fast forward almost 5 years, and any hopes are hanging by a thread. We haven't received an update in over a year, and Atui has already put out multiple games since this Kickstarter campaign closed. That means 1,500 people who pledged $35,000 don't even know if this project will ever see the light of day, even though it's already an established game. One of the more frustrating aspects is that under the Risks and Challenges page, they say you can rest easy because it's just a direct port. So imagine my surprise when I saw that Jules, the owner of Atui, was advertising a discount on the version for the 3DS, which is a console that won't even have eShop support in less than a month. And so, long story short, I spent another $7, $8 on a game that I already spent $10 on and have never seen or played. And what's even more heartbreaking is that it's actually a phenomenal game, even if we don't ever get to see it on Switch. This could have easily been directly ported as a bundle, and everybody would have been thrilled to pay $20 or $30 for this alongside Atui's other games. Instead, all we can do is just wait and hope that they'll actually honor their commitments and make the game that was already fairly great. If there's a moral to any of this, it's probably treat kickstarting as if you would gambling. Your money is probably more than likely not coming back to you, and if it does, you should take it and run.